We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred.
With Maxwell Silverhammer.
We are nothing sacred. With cruise control. We are nothing sacred. Oh, yes, bitches.
Yes, motherfuckers. This is the Nothing Sacred show for the 3rd of August, 2000. No, actually, 2nd of August.
No, it's the first. It's the first.
No,
Well,
it's
it'll be
second.
the second when this goes up, right?
Yeah. See, we're all fucked up. We fucked it up already. Anyways, I'm Cruise Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this is the Nothing Sacred show. This is our month in review, I guess, for July or what the hell we're doing.
Yeah, I think so.
How am I sounding? Hopefully I sound better. I think I sound better. I upped my volume.
Volley, yeah, man.
I think I sound a little bit better.
You sound good. I think you sound good. You know, have a little bit of a tinny sound to you, but you still sound good.
Oh well, I got a shit headset from Bimart here in Oregon.
Right. But well, man. Let me. Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure we're still recording. I got a little prompt for something dumb. So
yeah, I got the prompt too that said I didn't cut out this time like I did on the interview. I stayed in here. So
yeah, because it was saying something about recording, set up your recording, something, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I am sipping on a lovely cider this afternoon. It's about 85 degrees here, but I have my evaporative cooler going, and I'm chilling. So it is a lovely afternoon, and we're gonna recap our July. July was a great month.
July was good. Yeah. No, we had a great month out in July.
The apocalypse didn't happen. We're still here. I didn't grow a third hand from my shoulder or anything like that or crazy shit,
No weird things happen. Yeah.
No, man. I did everything. The aliens have not come or announced themselves yet, but I assume it's going to happen this month.
Oh yeah. They'll come down and handle business. So yeah, man. Well, I got to tell you about my shitty and okay, when I have shitty days, they don't start when I wake up. It's not like, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed and nothing's going right and all this other shit.
No, that's the problem with shitty days. They come at you, they pull the rug out from under you like midday, and then you go, oh fuck, this is a shitty day. Like,
right. Well, mine will go from like say 7 o'clock the night before to 7 o'clock the next night.
Oh shit! So you don't. Okay, so you had a shitty 24 hours then.
Yeah, that still is a day.
Oh, but, I get it. But it just depends on when it starts.
So. Right, exactly. So, and it was funny too because man, this was last Monday. I was feeling great. We just did the Chris Calico interview. We got it up and everything was cool. I was going to go over to Leopards and we were going to have dinner and swim and all this other shit. So I get over there and she's already fucked up. Shit. Because she's been day drinking, as she calls it. And then her husband comes home.
Oh, no.
And they've been fighting a lot. Every time I'm over there, they're always going at it, man. And so first, everything was cool. Well, then, see, and some of this is her, dude, like I said, because she starts in on him and says something like, why are you always on your phone? Aren't I important to you? Kind of a...
They're both codependent narcissists or whatever.
Totally. Yeah. And she's like,
attention whore between each other.
Exactly. Well, with him, he just wants to be left alone, fuck around on his phone. And then she's going, what, do you care about your phone more than me? And all this other shit. And eventually he was like, yeah, I do. And so it turned into this whole big, crazy fucking thing, dude. And I was like, oh God. And so, dude, I go and keep in mind, we were in the pool. So, and it was raining a little bit too. So I go in the house to get a beer and my feet are wet, and she has all tile floors. So I go inside and I slip, dude. I fucking ate it. I went backwards. Yeah, I fell backwards.
Oh, no.
And both my wrists got the brunt of it. I was like my right wrist still hurts, dude. I mean, not hurts, but it's sore. Like when I do certain shit, So,
dude, how many beers were you in? Probably like
I was probably like 5 or 6, something like that.
Yeah,
I was riding.
Yep. Yeah, you were riding high, dude.
Hell yeah. I mean, I got right up, but I was like, oh, fuck.
Okay, so
That fucked it up. And then I go outside. They're still arguing. So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to call my Lyft. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. So I call Lyft and they're coming. And then my driver calls me, says he's outside. So I asked Leopard, I said, hey, can I grab a few beers, just to go home with, And so her husband goes, no. And I'm like, why not, man? Can I? He's like, peace out. And I'm like, dude, I can't just take a few beers. And he like got in my face and he's like, peace out, man. And I'm like, okay, I'm the fuck out of here. So yeah, dude, I came home.
Wow.
I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to bed. Like this was the earliest I've gone to bed in years, man. It was like 8 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm just
your wrists are all hurting.
Oh yeah,
dude. You woke up the next morning, just dude, I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, well actually, I kind of like later that night, I kept waking up, and because whenever I flip over, it was painful.
Well, you didn't have enough beer too.
That's it too. Yeah, it was like kind of like
you got into the drunk, but not into the drunk enough to go to sleep.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what it was. Yep.
I know exactly what you're like. You're laying there like fucking. You want to walk down the street and go grab some more.
Right, like that's why I wanted to take a few beers home. I'm like, all right, let's just go ahead and finish it up.
And he fucking said no, peace out. What a fucking wow.
Yeah, dude. And then I left this part out. So she calls me about an hour later. Now I'm in bed and my phone rings. So I answer it and she's like, yeah, the police are here now and they're talking to him. And I'm like, did he hit you? And she's like, no, but I called the police and he wouldn't let me. He took my phone from me and wouldn't let me call and all this other shit.
Oh, right. So she played the fem card is what she did.
Well, the fem card worked because apparently they told him to leave. And
of course he has to leave his house that he probably pays the rent for. And
he pays. It's their house.
Yeah,
he owns it.
No, his house.
His house, right? He
pays all the bills. She's there. She kicks him out. She stays there.
Yep.
And he leaves.
Yep, the drill.
Equality, man. Male privilege.
Yeah, right. So that's what it's.
I'm not saying he's a nice guy. He's obviously a prick because he got in your face. He was drunk, whatever the fuck. He's not. He's an asshole too. But the point is,
it's his house. He pays for it.
Who pays the rent? Does she
him.
work?
Nope. Yeah. No, sir.
He does so.
So yeah, no, he works.
And then she gets pissed off. It provokes him. Gets in an argument. Calls the cops. Gets him kicked out.
Yep.
Lovely. Yeah.
And then I was over there yesterday for her birthday. And he
went over again.
Well, he was gone. He's gone now, dude. He's and I was like, where's he staying? She's like, I think some hotel or something. I don't give a fuck.
Hotel. I don't care.
Yeah.
What a cunt. Fuck that bitch. Hey, Leopard, if you're listening, eat a dick. That's
pretty well. You know what, man? Like I said, they're both
fucked up. But the point is that you're staying in a place that you don't pay rent for, you don't do shit for. He's the one who pays for everything. You kick him out, and now you feel entitled, like, yeah, look at me, I don't give a shit.
Right? Exactly. Kind of like, well,
he has to pay for a fucking hotel because there aren't male shelters.
No, not at all. And if they are, they're homeless shelters, like the Mission or one of those places.
Yeah, they ain't abuse shelters. Like it's crazy, man. It's crazy how that shit works, dude.
It is. So then there was then it got shittier because, like I said, I wake up the next day, I'm feeling like shit.
That's right. You feel like shit because you didn't sleep well. You're half hungover, not really hungover.
Right. My wrists hurt. So I'm just like, oh god. So I get up, I go to work, and and actually the best thing that happened that day was I had my first speaking event for a Lions Club, and it was over here at this new Ahern hotel or whatever, and they had our kick-ass lunch, dude. It was like a 3-course lunch. You get a salad, you get we had chicken marsala as our main.
Oh shit.
Yeah, really? Dude, it was good.
Noodles or was pasta or just chicken?
No, it was just the chicken with the wine sauce with the mushrooms and all that shit.
It probably was almost as good as my mom's.
I don't think I've ever had your mom's, dude.
Yes, you have.
Have I?
Oh yeah.
No, I've had the pierogies and I've had some other shit that she's done.
That'll be rectified soon. So.
All right, yeah. Next time you're out here, I'm gonna have to try your mom's chicken marsala.
Chicken marsala is amazing. Yeah, that wine sauce, breaded chicken.
Yep. That's what it was, dude. It was good. And then for dessert, we had like this. It was like a chocolate mousse type thing or something.
So that was a highlight of your day.
That was a highlight. That was a good part. And then the speaking event went great too. I mean, everybody was into it. A lot of people had questions, how our program works, and so that was really good.
But
But then I get back to the office, okay, and I see an email from my boss, and she goes, "Are you here? Or are you there?" or something like that. And she's like, "I called 3 times and you haven't answered." Now here's the thing: we have an out of building calendar, so I'm thinking, why the fuck didn't you just look at the on? And I wrote back. I said, I had that speaking event today. Remember? And it was on the out of building calendar, so you can always look at that and go, oh, that's right, he's out at an event. And so yeah, I had to smooth that shit over, and call her and tell her I was at this event. What the fuck? So that was that. And then the ride home was butt fuck too. And then the other problem I was having was I wasn't able to get in to do, because I do Robert's his unemployment stuff. So yeah. I wasn't able to get in there. It was telling me the page could not be displayed or whatever the fuck. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So he checked into it. It turns out, I guess he had to do it. There's a new thing now where he had to take a picture of himself with his ID, and you're doing it on your phone now. So it's all done on your phone. So I was relieved of that responsibility. So I don't have to do that anymore for him.
Why? Never mind.
Well, I guess this is the new thing.
Relieved of what responsibility? You don't have to do anything for anybody, man.
Well, no, but I mean, just I don't have to I don't have that anymore. He called me. He was like, "Yeah, you don't have to do it anymore. I do it on my phone now." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." So I'm good. That was positive.
You're good. Wow, awesome, man.
I'm good. And then
yeah, cool, awesome.
then my bus ride home was a butt fuck too, dude. It was like, yeah, we've got 3 pickups, and then I got 2 stops before you, and it was one of those stupid ones like we did that one time, the circular, thing.
Yep. You go back and forth and the same shit, and you just want to get home. You're like, I just want to go home and go to sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just hot and fucking.
Yep, hot, and the air is like, oh, the air is on.
Yeah, it's on blowing, but it's blowing warm air. So yeah, that was pretty much my day, man, on Tuesday. So
it's interesting how that works. How like you have like these days where you feel like shit, and then the only thing that will cure it, and the only thing that will cure it is a good night's sleep. You've had like a reset.
Oh yeah, dude. You get that night, you just go to bed, and then you wake up the next day, and you're like, oh my god,
I feel like a different person. Right. Like, you reset yourself, like you kind of like reorganize your mind or something while you're sleeping, and get back into that positive vibe, because you wake up some days and you're just like you're just like you're off, even like physically, it's like some days I'll wake up and I'll walk and I feel like I'm like not like almost like I need a chiropractor.
You get that too, like a sore back or sore hip or some shit.
Like you almost feel like you're walking like off, and then you have to adjust yourself. And like, you're just off that day, and then you get night sleep. You wake up the next day and you're like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah. That's
weird.
it.
It's weird, man. The mental thing.
Speaking of mental things, dude, have you noticed too, some people, man, that they're not happy unless they're unhappy?
Yes.
I've got that's my assistant.
I think that's a lot of people. I think a lot of people just, they focus on what's negative in their lives to make it seem like their lives are harder than they are, so that they actually feel like they're not wasting their time being. I don't know how else to explain it. Like,
I guess it makes them feel productive when there's bad shit going on.
Well, it makes them it gives them an excuse to not be productive, like to not actually do the shit they want to do. Like, see, I can't do this because, and so instead of doing stuff, they blame
everything else and everyone else,
or they're just, some people are just stupid in some ways, they they'd sacrifice emotional well-being for money. Like, let's say you can save $300 a month by staying a certain place, but when you stay in that place, the person you're staying with is emotionally abusive. But hey, you're saving $300 a month,
right? So there's the positive to it.
But that's the positive. But the positive is it really that positive compared to emotional well-being? Like, is $300 a month good enough to compensate for you being miserable emotionally and not eating as correctly and not being healthy emotionally, right?
Yeah.
It's like anything else, right?
Well, I think they bring the shit to themselves too. You know, like that stuff happens. You're just going, okay, you know, I don't think that your life's just that hard. You know, you bring that energy to yourself, you know?
Oh, yeah, because I'm not one to believe in the kind of like think positive and everything good will happen, but
No.
but there are certain people that want things to be negatives, like I said, so they don't have to really do anything to improve themselves because they have an excuse not to.
Right. Like,
Right?
well, you don't understand. I had this happen.
Yeah,
That
like
happened.
exactly. I don't have to be mature. My air conditioning's out, or whatever the fuck.
Right. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the point. Like, there's always something that stops them from growing, and there's always a reason why they're not growing.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I can't grow because I live with my mom, and whatever. You know, like, and she's not positive in helping me.
Yeah. Something stupid, you
Something.
know, whatever
It's the excuse for not growing up. There's always a reason why you can't do something.
Well, you know, that's going to be our topic next week, man, on the shrink wrap.
Oh yeah.
Shrink
wrap, and also on plugging further, Function Junction on the 17th.
Actually, yes.
Well, actually, the 20. It's going to be posting like a little bit later, but we got Dave coming back on, so keep Dave from
objectivepersonality.com, you know, so he'll be on with us rolling. It's gonna be pretty rocking, man.
Yeah, but that's the theme of kind of everything right now, man. Honestly, in my life, it's like, what am I doing that's stupid? Like what are you doing that's stupid?
Right, that's causing your issues and the shit going wrong with you.
Yeah,
you know,
and who are you blaming it on?
Right.
Like, are you blaming on like, oh, well, my, you know, this and that, you know, like you blaming it on like traumatic things in your past, or are you just going to take responsibility for it?
Yeah, well, I know for me personally, I know a lot of where my shit comes from. You know, like a lot of my stuff.
And that's the thing. Like as long as you know that and are looking into that, it's kind of like it's a step forward, you know, like, and that's why it's frustrating to see people that you actually think are decent people who, you know, are good people, but are still like fucked. Like your assistant is not a bad person.
No, she's a very, I mean, she'll give you the shirt off her back, but she's
fucked. You know, she just
just the shit she brings to herself, you know.
Like it's frustrating. Like, there are certain people in my life like that I'm not associating with anymore that I would love to, but I just realized that they aren't productive to, you know, in my mind,
to what you're trying to do. Yeah,
you know, just, you know, because they're not
oh, the other, sorry man, not to go back, but the other piece of bad shit that happened on Tuesday
shit
was I found out Renacee's mom died. Remember? That was another thing. So, and she was kind of like a mom to me in certain ways, you know. So that was tough too. So on top of my ass fuck sandwich, there was that. But anyway, man, so going back to that though, but and you know me, hey, I have a bad day. I'm like, oh fuck, this sucks. I don't want this shit again. You know, so then you try to find, but it's with these people, it's never ending. Like, I don't know when the last time they had a good day, you know.
Well, and even if they have a good day, they find a thing in the day that's not good, and then they make it a bad day.
That's exactly.
It's interesting how someone talks about things that are really important to them and are worried about them, and then you talk to them later on and they don't mention those things because they turned out okay.
Right. Yeah, the good stuff they'll never mention.
It's like you call, oh, so what happened with that? Oh yeah, that was fine. My evaluation was fine. But it's like, wait, but that was your big stress for like months.
Right. You were worried about that.
And now it's like, oh well, yeah, but it turned out okay. Okay, so why aren't you like happy?
Yeah, why aren't you jumping up and down right now? Going, man.
Why don't you go fucking clear that hurdle? No, I gotta focus on the shit that's not happy.
I gotta focus on the shitty thing. You know, that's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
So,
it's like me. It's like, oh my god, I finally got my finances in order, but I still don't know what they're gonna do later on. So what? Right now, my finances are in order. Are in order. I'm happy. I have everything under control financially. But what? You know, let's say like,
Actually, there's a lot of people, and dude, I hate to say it, but a lot of them are women do that shit.
Yeah, because women are catered to.
Ah, so when they're not, yeah, because that's another fucking.
You know, a happy life is a happy life.
Oh yeah, happy wife, happy life, bullshit. Yeah,
yeah.
Let's get that crazy shit too, man.
You know, entitlement, whatever.
Yep.
And it's not just women; it's everybody. The Durbin. Yep.
Yep. The Durbin.
The Durbin. I'm alive. I'm in the best country in the world, and I'm like 1% of the world who's actually has a computer in their pocket, but I'm poor.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so poor, but let me take my computer out of my pocket and order Domino's or get a fucking or find out anything I want. Oh, I'm so poor.
Yeah, like, oh, life is so hard, man. You know, that's
and it's the helicopter. What do they call them? Snowplow.
Snowplow parents. They take all the obstacles out of their way, or you know,
it used to be helicopter. Helicopter was a thing when they hover over you, but nope. Now it's helicopter snowplow.
Right. So that not only they hover over you, but they take all the obstacles out of your life.
So that whenever when anything happens to these people,
I'm here to bail you out.
And it's us too, actually, Max, because honestly, we are very and like I said, we're going to be talking about this more with Louis and with Dave, but we skipped the initiation process of growing up.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a like they don't have to grow up.
Like if you look at our parents or grandparents, like they were adults. Like you look at them and go, oh, they're adults.
Right.
Like,
you knew that when you were a kid, you know.
Yeah,
they were
but
adults.
do you feel even at 45 in some ways? Do you feel in some ways like still kind of like a fucking kid?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's parts of me that still makes me think I'm like a teenager yet.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's the thing. Do you think your dad is like that or your mom?
Hell no.
No.
Fuck no. You know, like there's certain behaviors I have now that, you know, I know my parents, like if I saw them doing that shit, you know, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, but it's interesting. Or even their parents, like even the older generation, like even your parents are a little bit kind of like it's like we missed some kind of initiation stage of growth. Like I think probably from our generation, Generation X, maybe even a little bit before that, because we're so pampered in our lifestyles in terms of the country we live in.
Oh yeah.
Like we don't have to fight and like young Max, young Cruz, go out, hunt boar. You kill boar or boar kill you. Right. If you kill boar, you are adult. If boar kill you,
you're a bitch.
You're dead. Whatever. You're dead anyway, so who cares? Go kill boar. No, we're like, oh my God. Oh jeez.
Oh, they turned the water off to my unit or some dumb shit. You know, that happened to me Friday night. Actually, the water was off and I was all pissed off and I'm calling my HOA, and turns out that somebody was having something repaired in one of their units. But, you know, still, man, this is the kind of shit, you know, like little dumb things set you off, you know,
like in other places, like, dude, you have running water.
Yeah.
I have running water. It's a waterfall like a mile away. And I go get water in buckets and take it back to my
schlep it up the hill. Yeah, exactly. Who was that? That was it. Jericho Green was talking about the woman that was eating grasshoppers.
Yeah. That's a big thing. Bugs now. Eating bugs.
Hey, I've done that. But that's because I wanted to, you know.
But you might have to, you know, at some point. But you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's you can get the bug burger if you want it. This probably gonna be a new thing. The bug burger.
The bug burger comes complete with tarantulas and scorpions and spiders.
A big ass tarantula on top of a quarter-pound burger patty.
Yeah, man, that's it's wild shit, dude. Just because we are pretty pampered. I gotta say,
we don't. That's why we don't have direction or purpose, because in other countries or other cultures in the past, your purpose was to live. So in other words, your purpose was to grow shit. And like my purpose is to, you know, like you might do other things in the village, but your purpose is to grow certain things and, you know, contribute and feed yourself.
Contributed to your family. You know what I'm saying?
We don't even know where our food comes from.
No, you just buy it at the store and there you go.
There it is. Yeah.
And you're rolling.
Yep. No idea.
Yeah, like
Um,
where's my food coming from? Well, I don't fucking know.
and with the advent of technology like we have now, yeah, we're fucked, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how things play out in the next couple of years.
Yeah, especially now with all this shit, with and and as far as the COVID thing goes, I know, God, I'm sick of it, but you know, I think this is gonna. I'm to the point now when I hear somebody say we'll get through this, I want to say fuck you. No, we won't, because it's a moneymaker. These people are making money, man, hand over
Dude,
fist. This is not
oh
going
man,
away.
there's people it's incredible how easily manipulated a lot of people are.
Yeah,
Like smart people.
I know.
You're like, oh, you're not stupid, but they don't listen. They don't want to listen to anything other than
Than what their TV says.
what their TV says or what they want to hear. Um, like yeah, it's really scary. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
people still watch CNN. They still watch MSNBC. They still watch Fox
and they
because
still eat it up. They eat it
Fox
all up.
because Fox is not any different than the others. They're
Nope.
all owned by the same motherfucking corporations.
Yep.
Fox is just there to say, "Hey, where's the
We're fair and balanced.
Yeah, bullshit. No,
Yeah.
it's just it's to divide you even more.
Oh, speaking of that, that was another thing, man. So that show In the Dark that I like to watch, right?
Yeah.
It was coming on Wednesday nights at 9, and it's a whole series. You got to watch it, to see what happens next. It's one of those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I turned it on the other night, it's like a few minutes before, and it's like funniest animal videos or some shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. I've never seen that before In the Dark. The next thing that comes on is, well, Whose Line is normally cool, but in this case, I was like, why the fuck is Whose Line on here? So I looked, and they had moved it to another night. I think it's on Monday nights now or something. So I guess that's my whole point, man, with fucking another reason to hate broadcast media, because they don't care about the fans, the viewers. It's all about money and, oh, let's move us to this slot because we'll make more money this way.
Yeah,
So,
they don't give a fuck about
yeah. Well, that's dude. This is why I don't watch much stuff on TV. I mean, that's like the only show now. But I think, dude, I might just wait till it comes on Amazon. When season 3's out there, and then just watch the whole goddamn thing.
Well, why not?
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I might do, man. Because this TV sucks ball bag, man. It's just they're moving
even
shit around.
Amazon is I'm playing a game right now. It's called New World from Amazon, and the first screen that pops up is a screen that says, "We value diversity and inclusion in our games." Blah, blah,
Oh
blah,
God.
blah. Yep, and you continue. It's like, dude, it's all imposter bullshit. Like all these corporations, man.
Oh yeah.
Like,
like-
oh, who's gonna gain money if people can't go out and shop? What? Amazon? Target? What?
Yeah.
Walmart? What? No way.
Yeah. No, they're not greedy at all.
No,
They're not
this
trying to-
this pandemic, whatever the
is.
fuck it is, it's all
Pretendemic, all this shit.
because it's an interesting thing to ask. I know there are going to be people who say, I know someone who died directly from this, but I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to answer it myself right now.
Okay.
And my bro D actually asked this.
He contracted it?
No. Who do you know? Who do you know has died? Who do you know has been sick? Who do you know has been affected by this?
I don't know anyone who's died from it. I know people that have had it,
Yeah,
but none of them died. None
No.
of them. None of them.
none.
So
They got sick. They had a cold, but I don't know anybody who knows anybody who has
died from COVID.
You can say, oh, well, I know someone who said this person, but in terms of like people I know,
Yeah.
anybody I know, I have not had anyone I know call me and say, dude, my aunt
Died because of COVID. Yeah. I don't know anyone who's died from COVID, dude.
and,
at all.
and the flu. And the flu? What happened to the flu?
I knew one person, and that's because they had this was years ago. Remember Rose Moore?
Yeah.
Used to do the show at All Talk, whatever. I was on our show a couple times. Anyway, she had a lot of health issues, and she died from the flu. But that's the point. She had a horrible immune system and was not the healthiest person in the world.
Yes.
But other than that, I don't know anybody who's died from the flu, man.
No, my point is, like, this last year, the flu is gone. It didn't kill anybody this year because of the masks.
Yeah, the masks helped out, didn't they?
Yeah. And like I said, we might actually be banned for this kind of shit because we're misinformation.
Oh, that happened to Don Verb, where he was talking about why he wouldn't, and he kept saying throughout his show, I'm no doctor, but this is why I won't get the shot. When then actually they flagged his video for medical misinformation.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, see, it's gonna happen to us too, man.
Wow.
Fuck you, YouTube. You can kiss my ass.
Dick, if you ban this one.
You know why? You know why? Because we can find other means. Because we don't give a fuck about our audience. We're not going to go Patreon. We're not going to ask you for money. We're not going to fucking do ads like these other fucking guys. It's interesting.
I'm gonna make money on YouTube, darling.
It's really strange. Like I see these scientists and stuff like that, like the Weinsteins, Brett Weinstein and his wife Heather. They have these fucking these YouTube podcasts, right? They do these things. It's called Dark Horse, and it's like, all right, it's great, but they're fucking spouting. Well, I use this VPN that will allow me to, like, they're reading ads. I'm like,
I've seen that where they're like Trilogy Media. That's a YouTube channel I like, and he's always in the beginning before we get into the video. Just wanted to tell you to use Surfshark because Surfsharks kick ass.
Yeah, and it's like, fuck you, eat a dick.
Yeah. You're trying to make money.
Yeah. And they are, and it's I like a lot of the stuff that some of these people do, like Dark Horse, in terms of bringing awareness to other aspects of the COVID, like ivermectin. Any of our listeners can
I don't even know what the fuck that is, but
ivermectin is a drug that is not a vaccine. It's a drug that combats the effects of COVID. So, and it's something that they're looking into, but it's really cheap and it's really easy to make. So guess what? It's not, it's easy and cheap to make. So why aren't they promoting it? Well, they're not going to make.
Because they're going to make money, Jimmy.
Oh wow, we have a Delta variant of this fucking virus, so we're going to have to put a new booster shot out. I wonder how much the government's going to pay for that for everybody. Yeah. It's free. It's free.
Sure. It's free. Somebody's paying for that shit.
Yeah, us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you because I think I had COVID like back in 2020, like February, before all the shit started. And I'll tell you what I did is there's a stuff, I call it Dr. John juice. And it's like this little spray bottle, you could spray it in your mouth and you just do it a couple times a day and whatever. And that stuff's like the miracle. I've used that stuff on all kinds of shit that I've had, dude, like injuries and scrapes and, even like and he was like, yeah, just take it, squirt it in your mouth like Banaka a couple times. And fuck, dude, like day later, I was better.
Yeah,
that stuff's great.
See, for me, it's simple. I just bounce. I jump on my trampoline and my lymph nodes and my lymph is pumped out, and all the toxins in my body are just destroyed. And I just jump up.
And there you go. And
exactly.
You're good. You're golden.
You know what? It's called immune system. Hey guys, I got an idea.
Oh, no.
If you want to destroy a virus or have a virus not affect you as much, instead of getting injected with unknown fucking vaccine bullshit, mRNA, whatever the fuck it is, how about you do this? How about you walk, get some sunlight, and exercise?
Oh no, that requires work.
And eat well, and eat fruit and take vitamins. And yeah, I know.
Jimby, that's no. You're giving false medical advice.
I know. I'm giving false.
Tell you.
I know.
You're telling people to be healthy and eat healthy. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
I'm telling people to fucking not wash their hands every 5 minutes. Like, get your hands dirty.
I never did that anyway.
Wipe your face with your hands. Like, dude. Seriously.
Wash my hands after I take a shit. That's when I wash my hands.
Seriously. I know people are like, oh, you can't. No, we need bacteria. We need it.
Yeah.
It makes it stronger.
When I'm sure, remember when they lifted all the shutdown mandates and all that, and then people were going out and, people are getting sick again. Oh, the numbers are going up. That's because everybody's been in a bubble. They haven't been able to do anything. So what do you think's going to happen? They're going to get sick.
oh no, sick. Yeah, and exactly, they're gonna get sick. Oh no, people are gonna get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'd rather get sick than inject something in me that I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'd
Yeah.
rather have a fucking cold. And if it does have long-term effects,
That's the other thing.
that's unfortunate, like, but that's not like, well, it could have long-term effects. Okay, it could.
So could the vaccine.
So could the cold. So could common cold. You could have pneumonia and your lungs could be just fucking jacked for the rest of your life, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's happened too. Well, hell, there's an upper respiratory infection. My mom got it.
Mhm.
It's called Guillain-Barré, and it starts to attack. What happens is your immune system starts
Yeah.
to attack your myelin sheaths in your nerves.
Yeah. And that didn't happen because of a fucking virus. It happened because shit happens.
Right.
That's what happens.
It's
You can cut your finger on a on something outside, like a sharp metal object, and go, it's a little cut, and then not clean it out, and then later on that cut becomes infected, and your whole hand is fucked.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, exactly. There's all kinds of shit that can happen to you.
Anything can happen.
Yep.
But people are like, oh no, we have to be sharp. We gotta be scarred.
I don't want you to die. That's what I had somebody say to me on Friday night. They were like, well, I don't want you to die. I don't want, and I'm like, I'm not gonna die because I didn't take the fucking vaccine.
Insane, man.
So
Insane, dude. Insane. And the thing is, if you are healthy in our age, if you are healthy in our age, you have nothing really to worry about.
Oh.
If you're healthy at any age, you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Maybe older, yes, or preconditions, yes. But otherwise, yes, it's a terror. And I'm not saying it's not terrible or it's not real. It's real. It's there. We get it. But are you going to be a bitch the rest of your life? Or are you going to deal with shit that happens? Because we've dealt with diseases for years, and this is all a scare tactic to make people think this is something worse than anything else that ever happened, but it's not.
No, hell no. It's like my
Not even
stepdad
remote.
says, I think I've said it before, but if this was really that bad, if you went to work at 8 o'clock, you'd be dead by 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
total.
And they said, oh my God, 5 million, 10 million Americans dead. Nope. 600,000. It's not insignificant, but who knows what that's from?
Yeah.
Because
Could be anything.
remember, the flu is gone. No one died from the flu last
No. Isn't that amazing? Like all of a sudden the flu took a back seat, man.
And yeah, the mask. It's all the mask. The mask has cured the flu.
They're saving lives, man.
Even though there might be different transmission methods from the flu compared to COVID.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Although people don't even think the masks work. It's not about the mask. It's about prolonged staying in the same area for a long time.
Yeah.
Like if you're wearing a mask in a room with 8 people and you're there for 2 hours, it doesn't matter. You're gonna get it.
Right. You're now hanging out with those people, so mask or no mask.
Or whatever.
That's well, I'll tell you, when I like the long ass flight I took out to see you. Remember when I had to go to San Francisco and from San Francisco to Eugene? Yep. So, dude, even after a while, I started to feel kind of lightheaded with that stupid mask on. Like I'm not getting oxygen to my brain, So I wonder if there's at some point somebody's gonna find, that the mask caused brain damage or something, like we're saying, oxygen deprivation.
Well, I'm sure it's something. I mean, who knows? I mean, really, we're on a precipice. Is the term I use is a precipice is like it's like a cliff. Like we are at the point of no return. I think our society is going to collapse very quickly, very soon. And
it's very possible. Very nice uplifting topic today.
Hey, well, life's a bitch, man.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's true.
We got a president
who's completely incompetent. Yes.
He had a 3-point. He goes, I want to make 3 points, and he forgot the last one. Like, I think he did, I don't even know.
My favorite was the explanation's too long, or whatever he said. Remember, he made some dumbass shit. So.
Yeah.
This dude is just way incompetent, man.
So anyways, getting back to July. So your July was we hung out. We had a great time hanging out. Man.
Went out there for Turkey and Shane's wedding, so that was cool.
It was awesome weekend, great time.
Although, remember we had to sleep on the porch because we couldn't get a ride home.
Yep.
And I didn't realize there were other people out there. So I'm ripping farts.
Dude, you're blasting hard, dude. I'm like, dude, no. And that let's be fair. That was after you realized someone else is out there.
No, yes, I think you told me after I ripped that fart, man.
Maybe I said,
because I think after you told me, I went, oh shit, or something. There was because I didn't. And then I know that girl hated us, the one that was out there sleeping. Because then I get up and I'm gonna go in the house, and there's like this table with a bunch of bottles and cans and shit on it, from the night before, and I just walk into it and fucking. All the shit falls off. A bottle goes rolling. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get my ass in the house before I get killed. So that was pretty wild.
July was a cool month, man. Life is good. I think all this shit happening with COVID and with all the stuff taking a chance and not working, but now having my income established and I'm kind of like stable.
So you have money now, so you feel good, and you're like, yeah, man.
Well, just I think you can't take shit for granted like that. Like you can get pissed off like you had like your day early in the week, and, but then you go, oh shit, I get to go home and get on my treadmill. I can walk it off. I can lock my door. I have my own place. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my own. I'm self-sustaining. Right. And regardless of anything going on in the world, we both have our shit contained for ourselves. Like there's no worries, right?
Yeah, we're good.
And that's important. And that's the problem with people like your assistant, is that they don't have that grounded nature. Like they are always living on the unlike they deliberately tightrope themselves for whatever reason to make their lives interesting. While we like to be grounded and have a base of something substantial, and then we can go wherever we want to.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like I'd rather have something fixed and pay for it to be fixed, the right way, than have to fuck with it later and cause more issues and
whatever. But I'm talking about just basic shit like she's probably living month to month. Oh my God, how am I gonna pay this? Well, you're like, I got my shit covered, and I'm like, I got my shit covered.
And she tried to use that on me, by the way. We had a situation with I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to now. Fuck it. So she went out, she went out to Texas, right? To get her mom, because her mom was in a hospital and this other lady wanted to put her in a nursing home and all this shit. So she goes down there to get her mom. Well, turns out that her mom wasn't being 100% honest about her condition. So when they get her out of the rehab facility, she, they wheel her out and they help her into the car and everything. Well, when they got to her house, she couldn't even get out of the car. Like she couldn't even get her legs to lift to get out of the car. So it was fucked up. And I guess, she said they had to call 911 for her a bunch of times. Well, while she was in this facility, she contracted COVID. She tested positive for COVID and they released her. And so guess who else caught COVID? My assistant. Mm-hmm. So now she's got it and she's been sick. So she can't come back and she had to put her mom in the hospital again and all kinds of other wild shit. So the other day, well, first of all, I asked, I said, you want me to have Warren, that's our handyman. I said, you want me to have him go by your house just to make sure everything's cool, that your cat's good and has enough food and whatever. So she's like, yeah, that would be good. She told me where the key was and everything. So he goes over there and he calls me later. He's like, dude, that cat's eating better than we are. And I'm like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, he had like several bowls of food and several bowls of water and everything was good. So then Friday she texts me and she goes, hey, can you have Warren go over and check on Monster Boy is his name, by the way. That's the name of the cat. And she's like, can you have Warren go check on Monster Boy? I said, yeah, sure. I said, I'm going to see him tonight. Actually, I'm going to, him and Teresa are going to meet me at the runner. And I said, you probably want to pay them a little bit when you get back. And so she fucking went off on me and she was like, you know, well, he's always overcharging me and blah 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 blah, and you can afford to. What how she put it? You can afford to be overcharged and then go to the bar and drink. That's what she said to me, and I'm like, oh no, okay, you're the one whose daddy's rich, like the white man be oppressing me kind of shit.
Yeah, fuck this cunt, dude. I don't even fucking care, dude, about that. You know what? We're seriously, dude.
Yeah.
No respect for you. Like, no respect for the. Nope. You know what? Hey, hopefully she listens.
Well, maybe she needs to.
Maybe she needs to, because listen, I'm going to tell you directly, if you are listening, you are a 70-year-old, whatever the fuck you are, child.
Yeah,
and that's why your life is shit, and that's why you're unhappy, and that's why you're bitter and angry and pissed off that everyone else is happy.
And you didn't put anything in place, like we were saying, like we're totally self-contained. We know what we can do, what we got going. Whereas with her, it's like you said, it's tight roping. That was a great analogy, man.
Yeah, because certain people need the drama in their lives because they have nothing else.
Yeah.
While other people like us are content with having stability, and this is why people are pissed off at conservatives, because conservatives want stability. Oh my God, we don't progress. No, we want tried and true. What works? What works.
And not only that, but that stuff that they're calling progress is anything but progress.
No, exactly.
Regress,
It's regress. Yeah, because we've already got the progress. What they want is, they want more, new, and sometimes tried and true is the best. There's a reason why tradition is something that is
lasted. Yeah, exactly.
Because common sense is tradition.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, man. Well, it's funny too, because she claims to be conservative. So
who knows? But it's not even about it's like the way you live your life. Like it's crazy. Like, do you ever see her content? Ever?
No. And as a matter of fact, even when things are good, she'll find something to bitch about. Oh, well, they had tomatoes on the salad and I'm allergic to tomatoes. Well, yeah, but the rest of the meal was good, right? It's like, fuck you, nothing makes you happy. You know? Like I said, I don't know when the last time she had a good day.
Certain people want to find things that make them unhappy because that allows them to feel like their lives are hard, because they know in reality that they are the most pampered fucking individuals on the planet. We are the most pampered individuals on the planet. The poorest person in this fucking country has a phone
in
their pocket.
A phone for doing all kinds of shit.
A computer in their fucking pocket. We are, and they're, like I said, we have no idea what real poverty is. Real poverty is grabbing a rat, breaking its neck, and eating it.
Yep. That's real poverty. So when you're doing that, then you can come talk to us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's the thing. You have to realize that as a first world person, because you have to understand that we are unbelievably pampered. We have no idea what it's like to not have electricity.
Right.
I mean,
water
think about it. That's running water. Like that's simple shit. But about half the world doesn't have it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what's funny is that I think some of these supposed progressive people, that's where they want to send us to. They want to turn our country into that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me, man? You're going to take away the progress that was made already?
Yeah. But the problem is, though, that instead of actually capitalizing on the fact that we don't have this, what are we doing? We're Cardi Bing. We're watching fucking Olympic basketball, or we're NBA, or we're not actually capitalizing on our ability to live in and have this great nutrition that we have, like the ability to get these super green powders and shit like that from whatever, and concentrated fucking vitamins and minerals. We just take that shit for granted, man.
We do because we're spoiled little bitches.
Yeah, and then we go, oh, my life doesn't have purpose. You know what? Purpose for some people is literally eating.
Right. The fact you got up out of bed is a purpose, man.
Oh no, I don't know whether to choose between McDonald's or Wendy's this evening.
Oh, God, life is horde.
Yeah,
Man.
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's
Yeah.
why we have these motherfuckers that are like, you know, I want you to call me they, their, fear, and fear.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Give you your. I see a lot of that in people's emails now. Preferred pronouns, his, hers, blah blah blah, and I'm like,
fucking ridiculous.
What the fuck is all this, man?
Get a dick, dude. Seriously.
Yeah.
That's called narcissism. Narcissism in a box, dude.
Well, and why would you put that? To me, if I was that person's employer, I'd be like, no, you're not putting that shit in the email. You know, because now you're putting your beliefs out there, your political beliefs. You know,
well, that's the whole thing, man. That's what the corporate culture wants you to do.
Oh, it's the way of the Cellini, Charlie.
I still can't get over the fact that these people think they're oppressed, and they think they're all everything's against them. But every time there's a month or whatever the fuck it is, BLM, gay pride, whatever the fuck it,
yeah.
All the corporations fucking rainbow flag it. All the goddamn corporations, and they're like, we're oppressed. No,
yeah,
when the establishment, you fucking idiots.
Exactly. You're when Walmart's giving you props and showing you love, you're not oppressed anymore. Man, sorry,
it's so hard to come out. Give me a fucking break, dude.
Yeah, at this point,
like, give me a break. Oh, I so struggle. Give me a fucking break. Every corporation in America wants you to come out.
Yeah, exactly.
They love it. They love the fact that you're a goddamn whatever the hell you are.
Because they need somebody to exploit, but you're dumb enough to let them.
Yeah, we have to.
So fuck it.
Yeah, we have to figure out what your sexual appetite is, and put it public.
Yeah, let's make you an honorary Homeronian.
Hey, but if you're straight, oh, good God,
you're evil.
You're evil. No, you're boring. You're boring.
Boring. Yeah,
you're boring. Yeah. Yeah, you only like to fuck women and you're a male. You know what, dude? You're a part of the problem, bro. You know, expand your shut.
God, and there are people that think like that, man.
Yep. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yep. Or even now, gay is not even that big of a deal. Oh, you're a gay man. Yeah, you're still a man.
Oh, you're not an auto ejaculosexual or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. You're not a dwarf fucking black dwarf female transsexual. So you're just gay. Yeah. You're not only gay, but you're a gay male. If you're a lesbian, you might have a little bit more cred, but you're just a gay dude.
like a gay man. So yeah, the gay dude's now knocked down the totem pole, huh?
Oh yeah, of course not. Because they're male. You know.
Now there's all kinds of
especially if you're gay and white, you're just gay.
Oh yeah, then you're not important.
Like I wonder where I stack up. Am I more oppressed than a gay heterosexual a gay male, gay white male? Am I, as a blind heterosexual male, more oppressed than a gay white male?
You know what though, man? I don't know. That's a hard one. Because I don't think like that, so I wouldn't.
We got to figure it out though, because I want to get my cred going.
Oh, that's true. You got to get your, like if there's any money due to you or something like that, you got to.
Interesting question.
Yeah.
Am I more oppressed than a gay white male? Since I'm a blind white male.
Right. Or is it does it equal you out?
I'm not blind. I'm visually impaired. Shit.
Well, how about me, man? Because I'm blind. So, dude, I'm definitely more oppressed than you, okay?
Yeah, you are.
You have some vision. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. You are. But are you more oppressed than a gay white male?
Gay white male. That's a very good point. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? If there's any liberals in the comments section, drop it, man. Let us know.
We need to figure this out because it's important to figure out where we stack up compared to other. Because obviously I'm disabled. Because I am. I'm going to proudly proclaim that I'm disabled.
Of course. Me too.
That gives me the brownie points.
Yeah, I gotta get some liberal points.
I gotta pull up. Actually, no, pull down. Because remember, right now, white male, hetero white male, we're at the top of the stack. So the lower on the stack we can get, the better. So I wonder how low I can get because of my visual impairment Also, what else?
Well,
Shit.
how about your well, see, and you gotta remember, you gotta check your privilege, Charlie, because you are white, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But you see, that's the thing. You are actually a little bit below me, but also you're not, because maybe I have ADHD, and
Oh.
that might put me lower, or maybe I'm on a spectrum too. Shit.
Oh, damn, dude. The spectrum? Now you bust out the spectrum?
Yeah, dude, the autistic
shit.
spectrum. Hey, you never know. I rock back and forth all the time.
That's true. There could
Yeah.
be, some shit that was undiagnosed with us or something.
Seriously, dude. We got to figure out how low we can go.
How low can you go?
How oppressed can we get, Max?
I want my oppression. Where do I get my reparations?
Reparations.
When do I get my reputation?
Reparations.
Repartations.
Repartation. Oh, shit.
Fuck, man.
Oh man. You know what? It's been a long show. It's been a rocking show.
It has been, man.
I want to get more oppressed, so I have to figure out how I can get more oppressed.
Right. We got to find out how to get those oppression points. If anyone knows, if anyone can tell us, we want what's due, man.
Seriously.
I want what's due to me by the sight man.
By anybody.
By anybody.
By the vaccinated and the unvaccinated and the
ejaculated.
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 This has been the Nothing Sacred show for the
second of August.
Okay.
Them ciders are talking to you, man.
I know, man.
So
I am Chris Control.
And I'm Maxwell Silverhammer. And that's the story there, bitches. Say hi.
We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. We are nothing sacred. With Maxwell Silverhammer. We are nothing sacred.
With cruise control.